Hello everybody, this is Kysen here and welcome back to another KysenKraft episode. And it's been a little while since I've done one and a lot's been going on this server, so I'm very excited to get into this and show you some things because we've got some new members, we've got some new donors, we've got all kinds of things going on, and to be honest it's been great fun lately, so hopefully you guys will enjoy this update. Now, first of all, just to say, this server, if you don't know, is basically for those people who donate to the channel, but I also do competitions from time to time to give away free places. So we've got a good mix of people on here at the moment, and I think the first thing I should do really is to say a big thank you to all of the people on this board. These are my current donors. So I'm going to individually thank them here. We have Gempunk Pro Gaming. He's our first ever quartermaster, which is very cool. Then we have Lord of Tim, who is our first mate, and I believe was our first ever first mate, although I think It's Fluffy was, but then It's Fluffy actually upgraded, as you can see here, to become our first ever navigator, which is incredible. Very, very fantastic donation there, and very pleased with that one, so thanks to you guys. Zare the Cow, crew member, Jamakan Me Ginger, who I don't know if that's supposed to be Jamaican Me Ginger, but yep, crew member there, and Captain Ash as well. I think I've mentioned a couple of these before in other episodes and things as well, but just wanted to take a second to say thank you to them because they helped to pay for the running of the server and my channel and all that basic stuff. So yeah, thank you to them, and now on with this episode. So as I said, a lot has happened. Not sure how long this episode will go for, but to be honest, I'm predicting it will be quite a long one. Now, probably the first thing that's worth showing you is this shopping district. This is just so cool. I put down a load of shop plots for the guys who wanted to shop and had to extend it, and it was just great. I'm glad that everybody wanted to do shops so much. Now, they're not all finished, as you can see, but yeah, it's coming on quite nicely. Just to say, this one at the end here is a server shop, so this was not player built. I did this one. But the rest of these were all completely vanilla built, and to be honest, I have to say I've been very impressed with them. We've got some interesting designs, got a lot of work that gone into them, and I just wanted to take a moment to show you guys this because it is pretty cool. And if we go into one of these shops, if we just jump down and go into this one right here, you'll see that it's just the chest shop plugin that people are using, and this is Famke's shop. She found a one of those water temples, and therefore is selling all the prismarine things, which is very cool, and some sponge as well. So yeah, that's the shop district. I thought I'd just take a moment to show you that, and yeah, seemed to make sense. Now this here is one of Joseph Ware's house. Joseph Ware 2003, I believe, is his full name. This is one of his houses. He's got a couple of them around the server at the moment, but yeah, this is him in here. I know that he's just moved though, and he's starting an underground base somewhere, which I'll show you guys later, but just thought as we are passing over that, I'll show you that one, because now we can head, and we got a sign here saying hi, and I don't actually know who did this, but whoever did, hello back to you. So yes, the shopping district near the spawn, and then we get into what we've been calling the spawn town. Now, I had showed this in the previous KysenKraft episode, and I would say if you haven't seen that, it kind of is worth going and having a quick look at that first before you see this, because then you'll see how much this place has come on, and it's just fantastic, to be honest. It's a little bit hard to know where to start. So this is one of Joseph Ware's other houses. I said he's got a few, and because I showed a lot of this in the first KysenKraft episode, I'm going to try not to redo too much of what's already been done. So Shady's house, I did a whole interior exploration of that one in the first episode, but what I didn't do was this clock tower hadn't been built, so I didn't show you that. It's looking pretty cool. Looks like the time there is about 5 o'clock. And also, I think also new is these lava waterfalls and the actual waterfall at the front. And maybe this as well. This kind of monument around the fountain there. And maybe one or two other smaller things. And it's raining again. You know what, I'm going to clear the weather for us because I prefer looking at these things in the sun. I don't know if that's just me, I don't know if you guys are the same, but rain kind of annoys me in Minecraft. So yeah, we're going to keep it sunny for the purpose, or for the duration of this video. Now, this one here is It's Fluffy. So that's one of our donors, that's our navigator. This is his house. Now he's very new to the server, so I'm sure that he'll be doing more work on this in the future. I'm going to do an ignore claims here as well, so that if I want to show you guys anything throughout the episode, I can. Let's see what he's got going on here, just some tools and armor and stuff at the moment. But this is where he's living as part of the spawn town, so it'll be interesting to see how this one comes along. This is my one, which I've showed you before. I think I did get some new presents and things. Oh, this is just Shady congratulating me for my Patreon goal. So on my Patreon, with the donor stuff, we do set goals as to what we want to achieve. And I'll talk a little bit more about that at the end. But basically, because we've hit our goals, there's going to be upcoming events with KysenKraft, things like UHC. We're going to get a website up and running, do some mini games, all kinds of things. So that's awesome, and I'm really excited to get those going actually. And another thank you there for the Patreon goal from Rob the Bob, who's one of our newer players. Thank you to Rob the Bob, who I think we just call Bob, but yeah. And then the message board, I think we have a couple of new things on here perhaps. Yeah, just some love for the server it seems, which is much appreciated. Thank you guys. Glad you're all having fun. Now this house here, this one's definitely new, and it's not quite finished yet, but it's a pretty awesome build, isn't it guys? I mean, look at this. I have to say I love the decoration that's gone into this, and this repeating pattern actually looks really good, doesn't it, all down the side here, the decoration there. Now this is Nerdy G's house, and he's a kind of semi-new player. We had such an influx of players that there's technically just loads of new players, but it feels like because we've had so many joining that some have been here longer than they actually have. So Nerdy really is a new player, to be fair. He's got his notice board here, this is his projects board. Looking forward to number 6 happening there. Not sure who put that there, guys. Take a guess. See if you can figure that one out. Let's see. Is there anything else to show you in here? I don't think so. I'm trying not to miss anything because I know that you guys have all worked so hard on their builds that I do want to make sure that everyone gets their chance and that I show everyone's things. So this is a castle over here. This is built by Fam. Now she built a castle over on her island. She's kind of living separate to the rest of this spawn town area, and I'll show you that later. This is actually just a miniature version of that castle. So she built a huge castle on her island, I should say, and then felt the need to just come over here and build another one. She is an awesome builder, and if you haven't seen her stuff, then you'll see it later on in this episode, and there's also some in episode 1. But that's her castle over here. Okay, on to the next house. We have here Jamaican, his starter house. It's Jamaican, Jamaican, me ginger, that dude. He's living in here, so let's have a look. We'll go down before we go up, shall we? See what's going on. Oh, this is cool. Look at this. So a lot of this is new to me as well, guys. I haven't seen everything that I'm going to show you guys today myself. I thought we'd have a little explore together. I'm not going to go down there because I think that's probably just a mining area, but it's definitely a nice start to sort of an underground area there. It'll be interesting to see how that one develops as we go on. And oh, a pretty cool upstairs area as well. Let's see where these lead to. Nice balcony. Awesome. Got a nice view here of the starter town. And we can just about see the outline of Shady's clock over there in the background. And then some farms going on outside here. Obviously very important. Look at this. We've come up now to what we've been calling the UFO. This was built by a player called Lord of Tim. Again, one of the newer players, but look at this, guys. Awesome. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen Mumbo's skybase with all the circles, but this is what I thought of when I saw this. When you fly up here like this, it kind of looks like that. I don't know. Maybe I'm alone on that one. Let me know what you think, guys, if you think the same. But I don't know. It's kind of Mumbo-esque, right? Certainly a very cool build anyway, whatever you think of it. And yeah, I think there's a lot of potential to do some really cool things with this in the future. And I know Lord of Tim is very active, so I'm sure he will be building lots more in the future as well on this. But definitely a very awesome start there with the Nether portal going on at the back. So, let me think, which direction shall we go? I've kind of done this in a very sporadic way, and I'm just trying to make sure we don't miss anyone. Oh, okay, there's a bit of a cool redstone contraption here. But you know what? I'm going to save that because we've got an upcoming redstone competition. So when we do the redstone competition, I'll show you that contraption then. But I can show you the house now. This house here, this is Edward Cumper. This is his starter house. And pretty awesome design, to be honest, guys. Now, he's used a lot of colour here. There's reds, there's blues, there's the white logs, you know, with the white and black effect that you get with these birch logs and things. And I have to say, I really like it because I think it can be hard with logs, sorry, not with logs, with colours, to mix a load of different colours and get it right. You need to really, you know, do it well to get it right. And I think Ed's done that here, so pretty awesome build. And I like all the glass because I do like all the views that you've got out over things here. There's a farm area down there, Fam's Castle and stuff. So yeah, pretty awesome. And we got an E here, and I believe that was meant to be a C. Perhaps you ran out of one. Tell you what, I'll put that on there. So we've got EC, Edward Cumber there. So another very cool starting house there. Now this is a player called Dizzy. This is his old house. He has now moved, but that's why it's boarded up. I believe they'll be taking that one down. Okay, we did that. Just let me think what's next. Oh, this is Penguin's, or one of Penguin's houses, I should say. So, yeah, let's go in and have a look, shall we? So, what's... oh, lots of cake. Who doesn't like cake, right? And all kinds of goodies and things in here. I believe Penguin has several houses around the world, though. I think he just likes to build them. But to be honest, don't we all? When you build a new project, it's always really fun. I think houses are quite the challenge to get them looking nice. So I always like starting out building a new house myself. Not sure if you guys are the same on that one. Anyway, moving on to the next place to see. This is Rob the Bob, who I mentioned earlier. He's got a mine going on down there. Quite an impressive mining network, actually. But I won't head down there just now. We've got a dog in here and a nice little back garden going on there. Let's see if there's anything down here. Oh yeah, okay. We got a storage room there, and I guess this is for further expansion in the future. As I said, a lot of the players and things you'll see today are very new, and I think it's really impressive to see how much people have done in just such a short time here. I've certainly been very happy with it. Oh, now this is an AFK fish farm, and you'll probably see about 100 of those today. It seems like every player on the server has their AFK fish farm set up, and which is cool. You know, that's all good. But yes, now I don't know if I did this house yet or not. I was having a little look around before I did this episode at a couple of things. I think this was one of the houses I looked at then, and that's why I'm getting confused. But yes, now whose house is this? I did know. I just got to figure it out. Give me 1 second. Okay guys, I just quickly jumped back to spawn because I was right about whose house it was. It is this person here. Now their name is a little bit tricky to say, and that's why I wanted to check it. So I think it's Utku's second. I'm not exactly sure if that's right. Apologies if that is wrong. But let's go back to Utku's house. If the teleport works. Oh my goodness. Okay, so here we go. This is a little bit laggy there, but there we go. We're here now. So this is Utku's house. Very nice sort of wooden effect here up on top of the hills of the farm. Kind of simple, but nice in its own way. And again, nice effect here with the glass looking out over. Plenty to see from up here. It's a good vantage point. So yeah, another awesome house there from a newer player. We've got a cactus farm down there. I'm not sure whose that is. Maybe that's Utku's or maybe Ed's, or it could be Pengu's. Do you know what? It could be anyone's. I really don't know, to be honest. Now there's a build going on up here, isn't there? So let's go and have a little look at this one. This is very interesting. Look at this with the leaves. I like this effect. Look at that. That's pretty cool, right, guys? Now, I'm not 100% whose house this is because I've actually never seen it before. This must have been built very recently. So I'm going to need to double check whose that is. And apologies for not knowing whose that is, guys. But yeah, I think clearly it is very new and there's still a lot to be done on it. But I like the idea and I think it's going to create an awesome effect. So, what I think I'll do now, there's a little farm here, is let's go over to the jungle, because I know there's a couple of houses there, and then once we've done that, we will go to some of the ones that are a bit further afield, and there's some pretty impressive builds coming up, to be honest, guys. I think you're going to like what you're about to see, and I'm sure you've liked everything you've seen up to now as well. So this is Zer the cow's house that he's got going on in here, and that's him in there, I believe. I'm not 100% on that, but meow meow, I'm a cow, I believe is there the cow, I don't know. And this was made by Zer, so it would make sense, I guess, if that was his house. Again, some auto fishing activity going on here. Now this base here, let me think whose this is. I believe, if I go home list, let's have a look. As you can see, I've got loads of homes going on. Let's go /home Zer a second, because, yes, okay, this is Zer's already. So maybe that was Zer's originally, and now he's moved up to here, or maybe that's Pengu that did that, I really don't know. But this is a really cool open plan kind of jungle house going on. Bit of a downstairs area here as well, for storage and that kind of thing, which, yeah, very cool. I like the idea of doing the open plan jungle tree house. And it's sort of strange because you come out here and it's just like grass and trees and you're sort of right amongst it, but if you go out on the other side, you have to go down quite a way before you're at the level. So really awesome idea, sort of built into a hill in the jungle, which, yeah, I like it. Pretty cool idea, right, guys? Okay, so moving further on into the jungle now, guys, from where we just were, we have an Obsidian player's house. Now, he's one of the guys that's been here a bit longer, and he's built this tree house, which I have kind of shown before, but just thought I'd do another little update of that one while we were here. It's looking very cool, and I think this one's got great potential to expand in the future, because the idea of building around the trees, really you're only limited by the size of the jungle, which, let's face it, is huge. Now what's going on over here? I just spotted this one as I was looking over there. Some sort of big red border thing. I don't know what this is. I will have to ask the guys about this one. Now I believe that's everything in this Portland town, but I'm going to go through my list of homes now, and if I have missed anything I will come back here. But to go to some of the ones that are further away, let's start by going /home end, and this is End Ash. This is his housing area. So let's just have a little fly up here like this, and as you can see, quite a lot has gone on since last time. So this was all that was here last time, really, this house. But now this here is a redstone contraption. I can't show you. I really want to show you because it's awesome, but I can't. And I have to wait for the redstone comp video, to be fair to everyone. Got a huge mine here. Now this is very cool. This is like a big quarry, and I'm not sure whether he's got plans to build in here in the future, or whether this is just a mine or what, but pretty awesome that he's got rid of all that. Must have taken him a good few hours to do that. Now there was other things over here as well, I believe, so let's have a look. We've got something here which I believe was him testing something for redstone, and I think there might be other things. I just don't want to miss anything and upset anyone if I've missed things, because it's quite easy to do, because obviously it's kind of impossible to remember what everybody's been doing and keeping up with them and everything else. So I'll have a little fly around the area here, but I believe that is just about everything to see here. The main thing to see here really is this awesome house which has been built, and it's just so cool. Look at it. It's just such an awesome build, isn't it? Really love that house. And that redstone thing is amazing, guys, but you're going to have to wait till the next episode. So the next place to go, let's go and see Fam. Just wait for this to load up. Now, Fam is always busy, to be honest, on the server, but I think lately she's been particularly busy. I don't know how many of these towers and things you've seen, because some of them are new, some of them are older, but I mean, look at it. It's just such an awesome build. I mean, especially considering it's vanilla, right? It just makes it that little bit more impressive, and just incredible, to be honest. The whole island that she's built up here is incredible, and this over here is the castle that I was on about. Probably the main thing to see today is this castle, or the main thing on Fam's Island, that is to say. Now, she built this awesome bridge going across here like this, and I feel like I'm saying awesome quite a lot this episode, but it's just, I'm running out of synonyms to say incredible. I mean, I'm genuinely, truly, like, so impressed with what everybody's been doing on the server. I never thought when we started out that we'd get to this stage so quickly, so I'm really quite happy, if you can't tell. But anyway, so here's Fam's castle, and quite an impressive thing, to say the least. Oh, here we go. Frontix Abbey. There we go. So she called this Frontix Island, for those of you that missed that, a name that she made up, and I have to say, I love the name. Oh, look at this. Big map of the area. So you can see here, this is Fam's Island that she's been building. It's one of the towers there. Lots of bridges and things going on. Now this is the castle here, and that's her desert over there. So it's pretty awesome, really. The way that it's all surrounded by water, with a small island and then the bigger islands, I just think the whole thing's really cool. So there's all kinds of different rooms and things in here. I have been in here before, and it looks like Dizzy's got himself a room in here, which is just amazing, isn't it? Let's be honest, that's so funny. Oh, here's the throne. I put a picture of myself on Instagram the other day when I was stood in this throne. What do you think, guys? Like a Pirate King throne here or something, maybe? I think that's Fam's throne, so dust that one off a minute before she comes back. And let's set the time back to day there as well, a second. So yeah, again, there's lots of decoration and theming going on with the melons and pumpkin. Wait, that's not melons, that's hay. Pumpkins, melons are over there. More rooms down here as well. Before I show you any more of those rooms, though, I think instead of that, let's go up here. And we've got all kinds of storage on this level. And then up again takes us to the top. And you can see a better view of the castle when I fly up here like this. And then we've got some walls going on here. So I think Fam is still building this. I don't think this thing is completely finished just yet. And this is some stables here. It looks like it. And again, all themed in that castle decor. Oh, and with the skeleton horses, awesome. So they were previously living on the pirate ship, so she's now moved those. And that's awesome. I like these as well, these fountains. This is the first time I've seen them today. Had a little cheeky glance at them when we were over there. But yeah, I have to say, very much like these. and even the way it comes down is like this at the bottom. I think that's awesome. And again, might need to steal that for some Pitforge designs or something like that I do. And the walls continue on, but I don't think they are yet done. So that is a very brief look at all the things that FAM has been doing, and I think now that's about all there is to see over here. So let's now go to Home Joe 2. Did I spell it that way? I believe I did. Okay, so this is Joseph Ware, who I mentioned earlier. I said about he's got a couple of houses. Again, he's one of our sort of older residents in terms of length of time here. Oh, and we're back near the spawn. Okay, so that's his first house there, or not his first house, but the first one I showed you today. That's the high sign, the shops and all that stuff, starter town. So this is where he is, or he's going to be. So he's building, as he says there, it's a work in progress, and he's building this underground bunker thing. But this is really cool, guys. I've been down here before, but I have to say I'm a big fan of it. I love the use of the gold block and the diamond blocks as a decoration. Very nice idea for a furnace room here as well, with the lava going down the middle. As you can see, he has been very busy getting himself some diamonds. I believe most of these were just from him mining, and he did a couple of trades as well, I think. But yeah, he's on here a lot, very active player, and as you can tell, he likes to mine. So, and then we've got the enchantment room here. Now this hadn't even been done last time I was here, so he's added that. And I was only on here a few hours ago, so it just goes to show how active he actually is. And as he said, there's things coming here, farms or whatever. So maybe not the most specific plan for this area, and storage going in there. So that is Joseph Ware's like 15th house or something, I don't know. He keeps building new houses and moving, and let's be honest, we all love Minecraft, who can blame him? So let's do home list a second, and let me just have a look. Let's do /home Clod. This is Clodbreaker, who he actually was one of the guys who was invited recently, so he is a sort of living proof that I do give away spots on this server, and I haven't stopped doing that. It has died down a bit because I did the initial competitions and things, but now that we've got the extra donations through, we can upgrade to a better server. Once we've done that, and that will be happening soon, I can look to get more new people on the on here and do, like, you know, competitions and things like that. Now this here I think is another work in progress that's going to keep expanding, and I think it's a really cool idea. It's sort of like a jungle theme but underground. So normally with the jungle theme, people build them in the trees and in the jungle biomes. But this here is like this jungle theme underground with all jungle, you know, planks, logs, leaves, as you can see. And but yeah, all done underground. Very unique idea. Now what I like as well is he hasn't just built these square rooms and put things in them, but everything's kind of got this weird kind of flow to it. Like, it works, but it does make you feel like it's a bit chaotic. And that to me is exactly what a jungle should feel like, because jungles are a bit chaotic, aren't they? They give you that impression. And again, the detail is amazing. This is just like a storage area, but adding in these things, these cocoa beans, I mean, it looks great, doesn't it? And because you're doing a jungle theme, it's just perfect. So very impressed with this one. Big fan of this one. You know, I think what would look cool is if we have water running under these leaves. I don't know what you guys think about that, but I reckon that would look really, really cool, because they are kind of see-through, and to see that water, particularly if it was flowing water, I think might look good. But I don't know, that's just my suggestion there. And I believe we missed out, so there's another way down here, but not much is going on down this way yet, I don't think. This is for the future. Although, I say that, and there's an enchantment room here, so there is a few things that have been done down here. But yes, so that is what Clod has been up to. So, who have I not showed you yet? That is the question. I don't think I've done TT's base just yet. Oh, this is, okay, TTPYT. This is his house. Again, one of our kind of newer members. That's where he's living. So I have done it, I just didn't realise that that was his. Jam we did, Tim we've done, Joe we've done. I'm just trying to make sure. Oh, actually, I do remember Shady asked me to feature something that he's been working fairly hard on. Now I do need to find it, so if that takes me ages, I'll do a cut here. But if not, I'm just trying to remember. No, I think it's down here. And if I'm right, then there will be no cut. Yep, this is it. Okay. So, this is Shady's auto smelter. Now, let's see. I'm probably going to need to destroy some blocks to get back here, but I will replace them, of course. Oh, that's okay. Yep, it's going to stay there. Just trying to get back here like this. Oh, I've made such a mess. Okay, so as you can see, this is the input chest. which actually, just thinking about it, if you can get to this input chest, I could have come up this way. Oops, now I've just destroyed a load of things that I have to replace. Oh well, it's all good. But anyway, so this is the input chest, and once you input things into there, there's a lever that you flick, and the minecart hopper goes up and down, puts the items into there where they get automatically smelted. Now, I helped him out with this bit, doing the top bit and sort of doing the input for him, but not automating it. But since then, he has been automating it. I believe he may have had help from someone else on that project as well. So yeah, maybe it's not just all him. But it's pretty cool, guys. It looks nice. From, if we get back down here, if I can go back down there. Oh, I'm having a bit of a derpy day here today. I've been up quite a long time today. Had to get up early this morning doing the false symmetry minigames, which will be on my channel already if you're interested in watching that. But anyway, yes, this looks very cool from here with the windows there where you can see the furnaces. And I guess there must be an output. Oh, yes, there is. So all this has been added new. So, okay, so the items come down here like this then when they're done from the droppers. And I don't know how much he's planning on smelting, but this is quite a big storage system for this. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, alright, this makes sense now. That's why he has so much, because of all of those fish. Well, yes, I've shown you that now. Very cool build, and very nice to see that one. Okay, did I do this one? I did not. So, this is Gempunk Pro Gaming, who I mentioned at the start of the video, one of our new donors. And this is where he's chosen to live, which I think is a great choice. Living up on top of a mountain like this, I think gives you potential to do some very unique and interesting builds. Now, he hasn't done much yet, of course, just really sort of laid out where his house is going to go. But I did want to show you that and introduce him because he is a donator, and because he's new, I feel like we still have to, show his stuff. I don't want anyone to feel left out, because you know how I am, guys. So yeah, very cool area. I certainly think there's a lot of potential here with these very steep mountains, and I'm very excited to see what he ends up doing going forward from this area. So that was Gem. Let's do /home EMV, and this is the Envious Man. That's his username. Now let's just wait for this to load up a little bit, and yeah. So as you can see, bit of lag there, I think. As you can see, he's been quite busy here. To say the least, really, he's been quite busy. There's all sorts going on. So we've got a bit of a podium here, and then it goes underground here like this. Now let's see, what do we have here? Oh, brewing station. Oh, that's cool. With a little Neverwalk farm there. Very nice. And I'm not sure what this is. Maybe an auto fisher. Yep, looks like it. Told you you'd see a lot of those guys. And this is just a fraction, believe me. Oh no, this is like a storage area. Yep, awesome. Let's get back out of here for a second though. So that's that little sort of podium bit. Then there's this house over here, just past this farm. So if we go in here, you can see you've got these never brick and slab kind of wall design, which I have to say, quite like that. Quite a nice design. I think it would make a great hallway design, and you could put suits of armour or things like that back here. So I think this is his newer build, and I'm sure there's going to be more to come from him. He is another one of our very active members. But this is one of the houses that he did a bit earlier on. And yeah, coming in here, you can see this is pretty awesome. I quite like the way that this has been built into the side of a mountain. So it's sort of like a house, but it's gone into the mountain. Almost like the Hobbit, if you know what I mean, but kind of like triangle instead of circular. Very cool idea. So coming down here, there is all sorts to see. We've got the sugarcane farm, and there's more farming going on here. Loads of storage, as you can see. He has been very busy, so he has a lot of items to show for that, unsurprisingly. And yeah, this is a cactus farm, of course. And then there's carrots there by the looks of it, and potatoes and pumpkins, and he's a bit of a farmer, this guy. Okay, he's got all of his farms going on, which is very cool. And then the cocoa beans as well. So yeah, he's made a great start here in terms of getting all of his beginner resources together, and very impressive stuff. So that was the Envious Man. I'll set the time back again. Can't believe how many times I've set the time back. This episode is probably going to go on quite a while, isn't it? Oh, and there's a bit of a dock down here as well. That looks very cool, going into the lake. That's awesome. Just making sure I haven't missed anything before I move on, but I think that is about it for this area. There's cow and sheep farms here, but yeah, okay. So who haven't we been to yet? Did we do End Ashes? Yeah, no, we did End Ashes, but what we didn't do was Captain Ashes. And this is a very cool area, so I'm excited to show you this one, to be honest. So, what do we have here? Well, we've got a beacon, for one thing. Now this is some sort of house design, I guess. Let's have a look. Let's have a little go inside here. Oh, look at this. So we're out by the ocean here with a nice docking area. Oh, I like this. I like the way this isn't just like a dock that goes off, but it's kind of scattered around a bit in its different shapes and sizes. And again, I've just built a dock on my Pit Forge episode in the Sandcastle area, and I'm thinking I might be able to steal a couple of ideas from here. So if you see something that looks like this in Pit Forge, you'll know where I got this from. But yeah, that's very cool. So this is like a docking, like a harbour area, I suppose. Actually, what was in that door there? I'm intrigued now. Okay, just a bit of a room at the moment, perhaps more things coming in the future. I think that he built this quite recently, this part of it. So that's very nice, and again shows you that another talented builder that we have on this server. Looks like there's something else coming here as well. The foundation's been put down, I'm loving that. And there's a little house here as well with a chimney, is that? Or I think that's meant to be a chimney. And then we've got the llamas. Yes, it is. There's the fireplace. How cool is that? He even went to the trouble to make the fireplace for the chimney. Very, very cool. Also, Fisher number 400 or whatever it is. Is it? Do you have two right next to each other? Perhaps, I don't know. Maybe that's strange. But anyway, this is the bit to see, guys. Not this. This is the sea, but this is not what you're supposed to see. This is what you want to see. Look at this. So this has been built completely into this island, and it's very impressive. I have to say, I'm a big fan of this one. I've seen it a few times before, and look at this. And to say he's been busy would be the understatement of the episode, wouldn't it? I mean, look at this. And these towers, I mean, just look at them. So much going on every single one of them. And I think what he said, his plan is to get this going all the way down to bedrock. And I believe that each one of them, yes, goes one further back than the last one. So by the time we get down to the bottom, that's going to be absolutely crazy huge. And it's just amazing, isn't it? Let's fly back up to the top a second, and let's walk around like we normally would if we were in vanilla. So you can see the decoration here. We've got the bookshelves, the suits of armour, villagers that have been trapped in here. I mean, that's not easy, especially given his location, so there's a lot of time and effort gone into that. You know, a broom stand and a mob head just chucked around. It's just so incredible. By the way, the players on the server, they get these mob heads from competitions and things that I run on the server. So if you're wondering how they get those, then that explains that one. And yeah, like the cobble with the slabs and things, just that little detail. I mean, it's just so cool. And then I guess this is his auto smelter here. Yeah, looks like it. That's pretty awesome. Or like semi-auto maybe. And if we go down a level, I quite like the level below us. Yeah, I'm not actually sure how I get down there if I'm not in creative mode. I mean, I know you could jump over here, but I think maybe he's going to install a system in the future, or maybe I'm missing something. But anyway, you can see here that these are loads of automatic farms with, you know, using observer blocks and using the cactus dynamics there. And the melon, yes, it is melons, I was just checking, and pumpkins, and, you know, a little service area to each of them. I mean, it's a very awesome idea. I love it. I mean, how could you not? Oh, penguins online. Someone killed Jeffrey. Okay, I think that might be one of his pets. Let's ask him, is that one of your pets? Pengu loves his pets. He's kind of our zookeeper on the server, if you like. What have we got going on here? Oh, this is a wheat farm. Yeah, so this is Captain Ash, and yeah, just a fantastic build going on here. And as I say, you can see why I've been so impressed with what everyone's been doing when you watch this episode and see it for yourself, can't you? It really is quite fascinating to see all these things. Okay, so who have I not seen? Is there anybody I haven't seen? So I know, like Melon, I haven't really shown her house and stuff, but she's he's got a zombie villager. That's who it was. Yeah, Melon's in the first episode. Pretty much, if you don't see someone today, it's because they're in the first episode. And if I were to miss anyone, I would, of course, include them in the next episode. But I think we got there, guys. That was a bit of a journey, to say the least. I'm sure this recording is going to be very long, and I'll try to edit it down so it's not too long for you guys. But yes, I believe that is everything on the server to see. You are now all updated with what's been going on. So, just a couple of final points from the Flying Kysen. First of all, a huge thank you to everyone for your support. It's just been incredible. I mean, really incredible. Thank you so much for everyone who views, comments, likes, gives me feedback. Obviously, a special thank you to my donators over here as well, because you guys are allowing this server to expand. And for the rest of you, you kind of have to thank these guys as well, because I think they're going to create some great footage. Because as a part of their donation, we've hit goals to now include a KysenKraft UHC event, and I am super excited about that. I know lots of people on the server are excited as well. Very, very looking forward to doing that. There's also that we'll be doing some mini games, as I said before, and we'll try and get like a website and stuff going. Maybe a few other things, maybe like a public Discord for just people that watch my videos or just want to communicate with me and that sort of thing. So yeah, lots to look forward to in the future, guys, and I hope you enjoyed this episode, a bit of an update about KysenKraft. If you have any questions about it, then feel free to leave a comment and ask me those. But that will be about it for today, guys. So, as always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Well, guys,
Me and Fam are the stars of the show.
Oh my god. Shady's getting banned after this.
Yep.
Sorry.
Alright, ready? 3, 2. Well, guys, after doing my intro, this happened. Everybody came on, and they all wanted to say goodbye, so, I don't know, guys, say goodbye or whatever you want to do.
See you later, guys.
They're all here on the call with me.
Bye-bye.
Right, see.
It's Chaos on KysenKraft. This is some of our members, quite a lot of our members actually, all on at one time, which is awesome. Did anyone want to say anything other than goodbye?
I don't know whether I'm allowed.
No personal promotions? No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I was gonna yell that out.
Alright, so I guess that's goodbye from all of us here at KysenKraft, who
He's being
are
naughty.
taking this out
Bye-bye.
very serious, as you can
Bye.
see. Who's this up here?
Go subscribe to Kysen. What is going on here?
Oh my goodness. That's a great broadcast right there.
No,
Let's
dude.
just watch his stuff.
Oh, well, I can't wait. I'm gonna be famous now.